Hello and welcome to the unwritten life, because that is how I work currently, apparently. That's how my life is. It's very unwritten, very confusing, and I'm hoping that at some point things will work out. I'm kind of counting on that, because if it doesn't, I don't know what to do. Anyway. Wow, I'm starting to ramble already today. That's impressive. Or not. Depends on how you see it, I guess. I'm a little stressed right now because I had been making food. It went great. I ate. It was good. And then, all of a sudden, hold on, I don't know all the words, so I figured, why not bring a dictionary? In my, hold on, kitchen range, electric cooker, there were several words for some things. All of a sudden, because we have an alarm thingy, everyone does, because you have to, and the alarm thingy is to, if you kind of forget the stove or something, the kitchen range, if you forget it on, if it gets too hot, it's supposed to alert you, and if you don't do anything, it will turn it off for you, whether you like it or not. And it started giving off a new alarm that I hadn't heard before. It was really annoying, and I couldn't turn it off, and then it just shut the whole thing down. Thankfully, I was done using my stove, so that was not like a big problem in that way. But, I mean, all of a sudden not having a stove to be able to use, that's annoying. So, and also, I mean, the cooker turn or the, kitchen range. Was that the word? Yeah. Kitchen range. I don't know if I say it correctly. Anyway, the alarm kept going off, and I kept like, I have no idea how to turn it off, the alarm. So I got very flustered, super stressed, because, I like things to work. And, it kind of didn't. And it just kept making that annoying sound. And I didn't know how to turn the annoying sound off even. So it was a lot for a moment there. And I didn't know what to do. I went to the manual and tried to figure it out. Still a little confused, which was annoying. But, I'm not one for giving up. I'm rather stubborn. So, that being said, I tried to figure it out, couldn't quite figure it out, saw one neighbor outside, so eventually, and I'm not good asking for help. I suck at asking for help. So, me asking for help, you know I'm kind of desperate when I get to the point where I actually ask for help. That's something. That's really something. So I went to the neighbor that was already outside anyway, and I was like, hey, have you had problems with the thingy, the alarm? And then it turns your stove off, and then you can't use it, and you can't turn it on, and like nothing. And she's like, well, I had this problem, which was a different problem that I had. And I was like, okay, thanks, but that's, yeah. And she was going away too, so, she couldn't come and look at it for me. I don't think that would have helped. So, that was a challenge. The next challenge, I did, and as I said, I hate asking for help. I'm not like, it stresses me out. But I went to another neighbor, knocked on his door, and I was like, hey, are you busy? And he didn't say yes. He just said, well, what's the problem? And I was like, well, I have a little problem with that. And he was like, And I tried to explain it as quick as I could. And he ended up saying, like, well, I don't know what I can't help you. And also, I am in a meeting. And I was thinking to myself, couldn't you just have said that immediately, that you were in a meeting? So now I feel bad for, like, bothering you. So that was another thing. And then the alarm kept ringing. It was such an annoying, intense, loud sound. So yeah, I'm not happy about that. And I get it. Sometimes you need those because if something is wrong, it will turn off the oven for you. I don't know why I call it the oven. It's the kitchen range. Anyway, I was frustrated, but I felt at the same time really good because I actually did go and try to ask other people for help. And for once, I was like, I'm gonna do this either on my own or by asking nearby people, as in my neighbors, instead of always calling Dad. Because I have a tendency to call Dad if something is up and I don't know what to do, and then it's like I call and say, Dad, can you please come help me? And I mean, I want to be able, I'm an adult now. I should be able to do some things on my own, right? At least that's what I'm thinking. So neither of my neighbors that I asked for help could actually help me. That was a bit of a bummer. And then I was like, okay, then what do I do? So I kept searching and kept like asking and like, it's so annoying. And I had one of the people that is in she's kind of like on my housing cooperation. There is a board and she's on it, and she was on Facebook, and I asked her for help and she's like, well, I'm at work, but and she asked me a couple of questions and I was like, I'm gonna try it, but I'm gonna keep you updated. So I did. It was mostly about me freaking out, I'd say. And also, I'm struggling here. But yeah, and it ended up me, because you also like, you had to turn off, or take out the correct fuse in the fuse box, and I have like, I don't have the like breakers that you just flip up and down. I have the ones you screw, like the old type of thing. And I was like, okay, I'll screw this one out because it says kitchen. And then it didn't work. And I was like, what do I do now? I don't know. And I didn't have anyone else to ask. So I did end up calling my dad and say, hey, in the thingy, in the fuse box, when I'm supposed to turn it off, what do I do? Like, because I screwed this one off and it doesn't seem to help. Dad was like, well, you have two on top of each other. You have to unscrew both. And I was like, oh, whoops, didn't know that. I think a part of me knew, but I was so stressed out that my brain was like, nuh-uh, I ain't gonna help her today, which is annoying and unfortunate. So yeah, and I unscrewed both of the ones that belonged to the kitchen, and the alarm still kept going, and I was like, I don't know what to do. So I called back to my dad, and he was like, well, so you unscrewed the one that said kitchen. And I was like, yeah, and it doesn't work. It's still, the alarm is still going, so it can't be the right one. What do I do? And he was like, well, there's a technical one that you often have to turn out or screw out. And I was like, technical? I was like, Yeah. So I went back into the fuse box and looked, and what do you know? There was one that said technical and like the water heater thingy. Yes, the word thingy is a very well used word and I like it. So I tried unscrewing those. I walked in and what do you know? It worked, which was such a relief. So the alarm finally cut off. So there's no more alarm right now, but there is still a lot of stress in my body because I didn't know what to do. It was so, and the sound was so annoying. I mean, I was getting real desperate real fast because of that annoying sound. But it all worked out in the end. I will admit that I was thinking to myself that, oh my God, I don't need any more stress right now. I have enough stress in my body because I have to, you know, in case you're new here, hello, my name is Kjersti. But I have been working on getting to the point where I can tidy up to sell my house. And I have started a little bit with moving stuff. And when it comes to that, I told you guys that I need to talk to my parents to remove a big weave loom. Hold on. I don't know what's the real word for it, or the correct word. Hold on. This is why we keep a dictionary, or why I keep a dictionary. Sometimes I need it. There. Loom. Okay, so the thingy, no. What? I'm very confused because the loom is like the textile thing, but to do the act is to weave. Is it then called a weave or a loom? Because the thingy, not the fabric that you make, but like the actual big thingy. I'll show you a picture. In that room that it was on, it felt really small because it was big, you know, real big. At least my opinion. It might be called a loom because the doing the act of it is weave. Okay. I'm gonna call it a loom from now on, I think. Maybe. Unless someone tells me otherwise. So if you know the right term for it, let me know. But I've been talking about wanting to move and like having, things are happening. And, wow, okay. But I wanted that, what? Oh. I wanted that loom out of the way for like pictures and showing the house and stuff like that. So I had to talk to my parents, and I did talk to my parents. I went over to see them and I told them about everything that you guys know because I have been telling you guys before I told my parents. Which is kind of interesting because I also went to see a friend of mine before I went to see my parents. So she knew that I was going to move before my parents. So yeah, it's fine. It's fine. But my mom is very efficient. I love her for that, but it's also occasionally a little stressful because when she gets going, she goes. There ain't no stopping her when she starts. Sometimes that's annoying and exhausting, and other times it's like, oh, thank God someone is starting because I'm not the best at starting, at getting going. So she did that, the starting thing. I'm grateful for that, and I told her that I am grateful. Exhausted, but grateful. So, the same day that I told my parents, today it's Monday 12th of June, and I told my parents Thursday, when date was that? 8th? 11, 10, 9. Yeah, on Thursday the 8th. And we thought about it, and they were thinking about where we would put it, because, you know, it does take up quite a bit of space. It's kind of big. So, with my mom thinking and like everyone freaking out a little, I mean, I've been doing it on camera, so you guys know I've been freaking out about it. If you watched my other videos, and as I said, if you haven't, you might want to go watch some of them. Yes, I'm freaking out, and some of it is entertaining, at least to me. So that was also a very exhausting day, because all of a sudden, Mom realizes that, hey, we could put it in this little shed-ish thing that they had. And since we didn't have any other specific plans, that day, Mom was just like, well, why don't we do it right now? And I'm someone who needs to process things before I feel like I can do things, because I'm not, God, this might sound weird, I'm not slow, but sometimes I need to be able to think through things before I can take action on them. It's annoying, but that is how I function. I kind of like, I need time to prepare no matter what it is. And Mom is more of a person that like, oh, we need to do this. It's a very specific thing. Let's just do it. And that's what we did. So I thought we were gonna plan out at some point this week we would have to move the loom. But with Mom being, well, how she is, she decided that let's just do it right now, because that way we'll be done. So that's what we did, and that was, I love the fact that it happened, so ain't got no problem with that, but it was a little sudden. It happened fast, and I'm not the best with fast, so that was a bit of a challenge for me. But it worked out. It has now been moved. It does now no longer live in my house. You could say it has a new house now. I can't show you a good picture of that because I didn't take a good picture of that, but yeah, my loom has moved to my parents' house for the time being. And so that is out of the way. And as soon as we were done with that, I sent an email to my real estate agent saying that has now been moved, and let's do this. I'm not fully ready for pictures yet, but I will be. If you set up to have pictures taken Monday 19th of June. So in a week from at least when I'm filming this, I assume you're gonna see it today too. But in a week there will be pictures, and my house is nowhere near ready. And I intended to film this video a little bit earlier today, but as I said, my what was it called? Electric kitchen range? Something like that. Because of that going off and freaking me out and making me super stressed. I mean, hello. Those things are not supposed to start going off with alarms like that. It's not acceptable. Couldn't do much about it except finally figure out how to turn it off, but you know, God. It was like, are you kidding me? Yet another thing no, I can't deal with that anymore. But you know, sometimes you kind of have to. So it's all working out. And no, you're about to cut me off. Dang it. Ha! I did it. It didn't let you cut me off. Anyway, so, I mean, sure, I could just pack the puzzle together and not finish it, but, ooh, I hate doing that. I don't know. I'm not sure how to explain it, but I prefer, when I start a puzzle, to actually finish it. I don't see a problem with that, except right now first of all, I should probably focus on getting my house picture ready, but honestly, a part of that is finishing the puzzle. Sort of. And yeah, I know, as I said, I could just pack it up, but it wouldn't feel right to me. And right now I need things that feels right because there is so much going on. So, which is probably why the alarm on the kitchen range, God. Maybe I'll look it up again, maybe not. Probably not. But that would, gosh. Like that alarm going off, like I wasn't stressed enough, and I was gonna film this video a little bit earlier so that I could have more time to do all the other things. But what do? No. What I do is apparently freak out about the alarm going off, also because I didn't know how to turn it off, and the fact about like the fuses and the fuse box, and like it was a lot in a very short time there, as usual. That was stressing me out, and wanting to tell you guys about, I did get to move my loom, which was great, and it's like everything at the same time now, and it's a lot still, or again, or I don't even know how to explain it. It's a lot. But it'll work out. I know it will. It was just yet another thing. Oh, and then another thing. That sentence got real weird. But I was thinking, if I'm really good, I'm really fast with like getting my house on the market, because I know my house is not the best. Sure, the report didn't come back as bad as I feared, but it's still not the best, you know? So I thought that, well, if my house ends up on the market with like 10 others in about the same price range and same area and all that, that will not do me any good. Like, for real. It would make it hard to sell. I mean, it's already gonna be hard to sell, but that would make it even harder, which is super annoying, but it is what it is. So I was thinking that, well, as long as I'm first, it won't matter as much the same way, because I'll be first. They won't know about the others coming. So if someone do want something like this in this area, if I'm first, I mean, there won't be that many options, so they might just get what I can. And I was feeling really good about this, thinking this is a great idea. Until I checked just yesterday. Because I'm not gonna say, oh, it's just my luck, but sometimes I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Still need a bit of a break on that one, because I had a bit of an unfortunate luck. Though I probably wouldn't call it luck. It was just more of an unfortunate event. No, it wasn't on Sunday. On Saturday I checked. And yeah, one of my neighbors have actually managed to get his house on the market already. But that was on Saturday. And when I checked today, guess what? The second neighbor has gotten their house on the market. So now it won't just be me and one other person. And it's not gonna be just me and two, but it might, if I'm really lucky, it might be me and two other people. I really, really, really hope no more people are putting their house on the market yet, because oh my god, I was really hoping that I could be first, or at least second. But considering the fact that two people have already got it on the market and my pictures are not being taken until next week, there might be more challenges coming. And I keep thinking and hoping, is like, okay, yeah, sure, that part sucked. But you know, it might work, and then I take a hit. But then you guys are like, well, it's gonna work out. Don't worry, it's gonna work out. And I was like, okay, maybe you're right. Maybe it's gonna work out. Let's hope for the best. And then someone else gets their house on the market. It's like, are you kidding me? Or are you kidding me? This is just, So, my house will, in all likelihood, go on the market in like a week and a half. How many else have gotten their house on the market before that? I don't know. I'll keep you updated. And also, as I said, when it comes to this puzzle, I need to clean it out, but I don't want to just pack it in. I do prefer finishing my puzzles when I do them, and not just pack them up. Yes, what would the smart thing be, to just pack it up? Let's be honest, probably. Not just probably, just kind of like definitely, yeah. That is clearly not what I'm doing. And I'm not even being organized right now. And I think that part of me not being organized right now is because I'm just freaking out. In some ways, I know, it's normal at this point for me to freak out, but I mean, can you blame me for freaking out about these things? I mean, come on. It's just one hit after another. But you've said that it might work out, so I'm choosing to continue to believe that and hope that, and keep my fingers crossed that it actually does work out. But at the same time, you can't blame me for being a little skeptical of things working out. I mean, come on. It's getting ridiculous at this point. And I've said that before, and I stand by that. It's getting ridiculous at this point. So yeah, that was a bit of an update. I'm not first. I'm not second. My house will go on the market in a week and a half. So right now, I guess you could say the big question right now is, will I be the third? Or will I be like far behind on the line? So, oh God, I hope not. keep your fingers crossed for me that I'll be the third on the market and that I will sell it like immediately and everything will work out perfectly. Please, please keep your fingers crossed for that. I know I will be keeping my fingers crossed for that, but you know, apparently my fingers being crossed don't matter much to the universe about that. Sure don't seem like it, at least. It's yeah. And with the puzzle, I hate like putting just taking puzzles apart. If I've started them, I like to finish my puzzles. I'm just saying, I do prefer finishing my puzzles before I take them apart. It's a thing. I mean, some people, I do believe, I don't know, I haven't done like research on it, but I do believe that I'm sure there are some people that don't mind. It's like, oh, I can't continue right now, let me just take it all apart again. And I'm just like, oh, I'm not that kind of person. I need to, if I started the puzzle, I need to finish it. So, yeah, it's a thing. Like a lot of other things. There are a lot of things. And I was hoping that things were like turning around, and yeah, I'm not sure how much the turning around is happening after all, which is a little sad. But you know, it's yeah, it's something. It's something. There is no doubt about that. But yeah, the alarm going off made me really stressed. So I was not happy about that. And asking for help is not something I like. I'm honestly really bad at asking for help. I generally don't do it, the asking for help thing. So, I mean, gosh, it's, yeah. It's all the things today too. I'm hoping that at some point things will kind of like settle down a little, but so far that is just a dream, I guess. But I mean, at some point it has to, because this is not gonna be viable for a long. Oh, it has been for a while, you know. But yeah, it's gonna work out. I'm sure of it. It's just, I repeat, there's a lot of frustration. Clearly. So, yeah, it's, oh, man. That was, the stress of having that alarm go off really took it out of me. I can obviously still talk because it's me. I always talk. Not always. I mean, sometimes when I went to school, I was rather quiet, to be honest. But now it's hard to shut me up. But at the same time, you know, it's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out. I hope, as I said. And then the fact that you guys are here listening to me, it's like, wow. I'm still impressed with all you guys actually subscribing to me. It blows my mind that someone would do that. I'm very grateful. And sometimes I wonder, like, how can I give you guys value? And then I realized I have no idea. So I just keep talking. Because I mean, you guys are subscribed to me. It's such a big thing, at least in my opinion, because you're taking time out of your day to be subscribed to me. That is one thing, but you also, I mean, you watch my videos, you click the like button, like there's so many things, and you guys do it, and I just, honestly, sometimes I'm not quite sure how to deal with that, because I feel like it's such a big thing. Is that a weird thing to say? I don't know. I don't care whether it's a weird thing to say or not, because I just said it. It's just, I would like to provide value, but I have no idea what value or how, or just like, it's not even really full imposter syndrome. It's like, yeah, I mean, I know the people that I subscribe to on YouTube, there are a lot of different types of people, and some are about education, some are about entertainment, and like, there are a lot of different things. But what they have in common is I like their personality. I mean, I've come to realize, it took me a while to figure that one out, to be honest, but for the people I subscribe to, it's all about their personality, to be honest. That's why I've subscribed to a bunch of different people, because yeah, they're in several different niches, and I like that, because I hate when it's just one thing. I prefer diversity, basically. Even when it comes to that, I mean, like, I'm not just interested in one single thing. I have a ton of things that I enjoy, so it kind of reflects in the people I'm subscribed to on YouTube. And also, like, just, yeah. I don't know how to, I'm not sure where I was going with this. Let's be honest. I'm not fully sure where I was going with this. It's just, I like people. And I like that we can connect in such a way without having to spend physical time together, for a lack of a better word. Because I am an introvert, and I wouldn't say that I'm scared of strangers, because I'm not. And I like meeting people, and I like talking to people. Sometimes it freaks me out, like so many other things. I'm not the most, like, out there person when it comes to interacting with strangers or people I don't know, or kind of showing initiative and going up and talking to people, talking to strangers. So me ringing the doorbell of my neighbor, I will admit, I hadn't really talked much to him, but I mean, I definitely know who he is, and I have talked some to him, and I mean, so we have interacted. It's just, yeah, even that is sometimes hard for me. So, like, oh my god, I have to do this. It's like, well, technically I didn't have to do this, but I wanted for once to not have to call Dad for help. So it's great that I ended up calling Dad for help. I find that to be hilarious, to be honest. I was like, I'm gonna try to do this on my own, and then I end up calling Dad. It's like, are you kidding me? But you know, I did challenge myself by going and asking 2 neighbors about help because of the alarm thingy first. So I tried. I feel like I tried putting myself out there. But yeah, things like that freaks me out. I don't know if shy is the right word. Maybe it is. And it's, for me at least, also about like, if I've been at work and I needed something there, I wouldn't have had a problem in the world like going up to someone and said, hey, I need you to do this, or I need help with this, or whatever, because I'm not, and I'm gonna do the let's sound crazy again part. When I'm at work, I am work. I'm not me. I'm not like me, the person, like the private person me. I am work. So that's kind of just it. I think that's the difference with that. I have, there is some things I wouldn't enjoy doing at work too, but mostly it's just like, well, it's work. I am work when I'm at work, but right now I don't have a job, so can't really say that either. Yeah, it's kind of funny how that works. Or not funny, haha, more like annoying, but you know, we got that too. I am going off today, huh? As I said, it's partly because the alarm really set me off. It stressed me out, that alarm, and especially like I didn't know how to turn it off, and I was gonna film, and like I couldn't have that going off when I was filming. That wouldn't work, and then it just like I felt like a part of me crumbled for a bit, but I'm back. We're good. I'm still stressed. And I am making progress on the puzzle, which is great because I do want to finish it before I pack it up. And I need to pack it up either today or tomorrow. So, you know, you're gonna cut me off again, aren't you? Maybe I won't even listen through this video before I edit it. Who am I kidding? I'm totally gonna do that. But it's, yeah. And I was thinking it was going better. I think that's the kind of, I guess, challenge in a way right now. It's like, oh, I was thinking it was, things were going well and all, but, and then like, oh, right, it's it is all about, yeah. Even though I said I knew you were about to cut me off and then I forgot about it, sorry, and now my battery is about to cut me off, so apparently I won't be doing much more of the puzzle right now. Like I didn't have enough on my brain. Well, anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this mess, and I will edit and upload, and I will continue tidying up. And then I will talk to you later when my battery has more battery. No, when my battery has more power. Anyway, sorry. And thank you for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking the video and saying hello in the comments. And I keep needing all your good thoughts because things keep happening. But apart from that, I am good. The loom has been moved. I just need to, well, do a lot of stuff. I am getting one friend to help me on Wednesday, and parents come on Thursday to help me out, so I am getting help. Let's be honest, I need it. So I'll be needing all your good thoughts, and I hope you are doing something you enjoy and that you are less stressed than I am currently, and enjoy a good cup of tea. So yeah, I like tea. I drink tea a lot. Less in the summer. Oh, okay. Battery's about to die. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video, and I'm sending you good thoughts. I wanna share good thoughts because we all need them sometimes. But apart from that, have a nice day and bye.